Hello. Before I get started in today's video, I want to explain a little bit about my channel. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I try to organize it so that you can find the topics and the videos that you might be looking for. So I have different playlists, and if you go to the beginning of this channel, you'll see under playlists there will be several different things identified. If you wanted to see the videos from my hike on the Wind River Range, you could go to the Winds. If you are looking for the hike that I'm currently doing through the Appalachian Trail, you can go to the AT 2001. And in this video, as I start to introduce this the book that I'm writing, I have started a playlist that's called, I believe, Smokies, The Lessons I've Learned. Something like that. And you'll see it in there. So just click on that and you'll see all the different videos. So now I'll open up this video as we start to explore this book together. Lessons the Trail Has Taught Me. John Muir says, "The mountains are calling and I must go." Hi y'all, Dan here. Thanks for joining me. That was the greeting that I've used in all of my videos, and it just seemed like the right thing to do to open and welcome you to this new book. You know, hikers have many customs and traditions, and one of them is the trail name. And my trail name is Monk. Well, Monk's actually my trail surname. My first name is Wandering, and although my legal name is Dan, the hiking world knows me as Wandering Monk. That may seem odd to some, but hikers get their identity from the trail. They do something, they say something, they just find themselves somewhere, and suddenly they earn that much desired trail name. Other hikers give us our name, and we can accept it or not, but eventually we'll become known by our trail name. It's just one of the many customs that endures us to one another and to the trail. It's one of the traditions that shapes us. The stories and experiences that I share describe the lessons that the trails taught me along the miles. Hiking is a whole person experience, you see. Body, mind, and spirit. As we share the adventures of various trails, I hope you begin to sense something bigger than yourself. That it's waiting, inviting, and drawing you to come and be awed by it. There's an old German word that expresses the echoes that draws us to experience nature in its fullness. The word is Fernweh. Fernweh suggests a homesickness for that place where I've never been. It's a shadow, an echo, a voice that I've never heard before, but sounds so familiar that I yearn to hear it again. Fernweh draws me to the trail. It motivates me to keep coming back to it. I believe that there's a seed of Fernweh in each of us. There's something that keeps pulling us forward. Fernweh motivated the explorers to sail across the oceans and discover new lands. It drove settlers from comfortable homes in the East to carve out new lives on the great prairies of Kansas, Nebraska, and Oklahoma. It burned in the souls of families that tackled the wilds of the Oregon Trail. It's the flame that drives exploration in every field of study to find new discoveries, and it pushes us to hike old paths in ancient ways. When we slow down from our fast-paced lives, where we're flying down the interstate, across oceans, or through the sky, we discover many things that we're overlooked. We slow down and hike 1 or 2 miles per hour and we find God's speed. And suddenly we see flowers and trees and snakes, worms, caterpillars, all types of critters. The complexities of life's busyness is eclipsed by the simple. The simplicity of hiking may be the taproot from which all other lessons grow. The lessons of simplicity that I learned has 2 parts. First, simple is seldom the same as easy. Simplicity is often dismissed as something that's quick and easy. However, such thinking is flawed. The value of the simple is lost because we desire to be sophisticated and wise. And as we collect letters after our names, we become too intelligent to waste time considering the simple. We seek to unravel the complexities of life. However, we're poorer for the overlooking the simple. No, simple is not the same as easy. In fact, simply walking up 3,000 feet to reach the summit of a mountain is much more challenging than driving on winding roads through Colorado. Cars are complex machines, and roadways, they're engineering marvels. But walking brings an entirely different reality to the simplicity of nature. Simple is seldom easy. So another fundamental lesson of simplicity is that the simple often reveals ourselves to ourselves. Academia is infatuated with formulating complex theories and ideas. When issues arise, we create elaborate descriptions, provocative labels, unproven solutions to address the problem. And if there is no problem, well, we even tend to create it so that we can develop a solution for it, right? Why are we so attracted to the complex? Perhaps it's because we can hide ourselves from ourselves in the complexities of our self-made issues. We can shift the spotlight from our own weaknesses, flaws, and imperfections by highlighting the weaknesses, flaws, and imperfections of societies, systems, and, well, others. If I can spotlight your issues, then I can ignore my own. We can't hide in the simple. There just isn't enough cover to slip behind so that you don't see my stuff. More disturbing is that I can't hide myself in the simple. And while in the complex I can hide, but also the beauties of life are hidden as well. There's great joy in the simple things. And I recall hiking through the Smokies. And on one morning after a cold and rainy night, one of my fellow hikers said, "Tonight, let's plan on staying in the shelter." The thought was so encouraging and thrilling that I was motivated all day by the simple idea of sleeping in a ready-made shelter and not having to set up my tent. Evening came and the shelter was full. I had pitched my tent after all, but it really didn't matter. Rather than being disappointed, I realized that my entire day had been made better by the simple thought of possibly staying in the shelter. The trail has so many great lessons to teach us. If I open myself to learn, she'll freely share her wisdom. So I hope that I'm able to share some of her lessons with you. And I hope that she forgives my limited abilities, that you're able to fill in the gaps with your own experiences. But just remember to keep it simple and stay on the path.
I'm wondering if you'd come wandering my way. If you ever get lost, or if the trail leads you astray, the music of the pack can always bring you back. I wonder, can we wander away? And I'll spread the word